The rent on that duplex does not automatically help you qualify. That is where VA buyers can get surprised. You see this multi-unit property, you run the rent numbers, and the spreadsheet makes it look like the property pays for itself. But VA house hacking has strict mortgage math. If the numbers are wrong, your zero down plan can turn into a delay, a cash requirement, or a loan denial. Here is the first rule. This is not, and let me repeat, this is not a pure investment property when you're using a VA loan. You must live in one unit as your primary resident. That means you are not just buying rental property, you are buying your home and becoming a live in landlord. Now, that can be a strong strategy, but only if the loan structure works. The second rule, do not assume or count that all the rents received will be used. The appraiser has to support the market rent. The lender does not automatically credit you with every single dollar. We take into fact vacancy factors and the usable rent that has to fit into that VA loan calculation. So if the projected rent does not offset enough of the mortgage payment, you still have to qualify for the difference. This is where buyers might get into trouble. They fall in love with the property before they know how much rental income can actually be used. The third route is reserves. Multi-unit properties come with more landlord risk, more vacancies, potentially repairs, have to pay for insurance, property taxes, and maintenance. All of these things have to be considered. So if the rental income is being used, your file may have and it may need documented reserves. And that can mean that you have to have several months of mortgage payments available after closing. So even with a VA loan, zero does not mean zero money needed. The fourth route is VA entitlement. If you already use part of your VA benefit, we now have to calculate your remaining entitlement, and that matters because the multi-unit strategy only works with zero down if your entitlement and the purchase price support the loan. If they do not, you may need some money down, even if the rent looks strong on paper. This is one of the mistakes. Buyers shop for the rent before they run the VA numbers. They ask, how much will this rental income from the units pay? But what is the better question? The better question is, can this rent actually be used for approval? Do I have enough VA entitlement? Are reserves required? And does the full payment still make sense? Now, VA house hunting, it can help offset your monthly payment. It can definitely help you build equity. Most importantly, create long-term real estate opportunity. But remember, this is not free money and it is not an automatic approval. The right multi-unit property can be a strategy, and the wrong numbers can definitely become a mortgage trap. So, if you're active duty, if you're a veteran, and if you are an eligible surviving spouse. If you are looking at a multi-unit property, run the VA numbers before you make the offer. Data, not the hype.